Hello, Starshine. Happy New Year. This is Smadar from Song of Stones. I'm a crystal whisperer, which means that I talk to stones and they talk to me. And I also listen to the whispers of the universe, and um, it's really, the same muscle that I use when I listen to the stones, or I listen to a tree, or I listen in to the energy of the year like I do at the beginning of every year. Um, it's not just a listening, it's a communication, really. It's the universe talking to us, it's the world talking to us, it's each other talking to each other on that soul level. And and it's something that we all do, whether we're aware of it or not. We pick up on the subtle energies in the world, that atmosphere of something. A lot of times we can't put words to it, and sometimes we shouldn't even try because um, words are a little clunky when it comes to talking about um, matters of spirit. But we need to communicate sometimes, and it's nice to open up our awareness to what's happening around us. And it's really lovely to do that at the beginning of every year, because every year has its own flavor, its own energy, its own spirit, so to speak. And for me, it's more about the seasons. So my beginning of the year on the energetic level is solstice, which we've just gone through. And it's not really even a matter of the day turns and suddenly it's the next year. It's a very subtle transition, because really there is no hard and fast boundaries between seasons, between years, between um, you know anything time related. The day, whatever you want to call it, because even the day, I mean, we do our best to try and keep track, but it's not exact. And every once in a while, we have to adjust our clocks so that we're in sync again. But it doesn't mean we shouldn't honor the um, the um, the shift between seasons and between years. It's a really lovely thing to do. It's a nice, it's a there's no accident that it's 4 months or 3 months in a season, and 12 months in a year. It's all beautifully aligned and orchestrated, and it can be really powerfully helpful to the everyday in our life when we open up our awareness to those energies, because those energies are helpful. They are here to help us. There are certain times where it's just more conducive to do certain things than others. I'm trying to think of an example. I'm looking outside and I'm seeing somebody shovel snow and doing such a beautiful job of it too. Wow. There are times to, I guess, shovel snow, when the snow is just fallen before the ice has made it hard, and it's just easier to move, and we don't have to add salt, and it's just a better time when it's just freshly fallen. if another example comes to me, I will mention it. But I think you get the idea. So the energy this year is so amazing. It always is. The energy this year is about relationships, and I am listening and having a conversation with the world about relationships, and I'm learning a lot just from opening up and exploring the idea of relationship, and listening, really listening to what the energy of the year is telling us, what 2026 is telling us about relationships. And that's all going to be shared later on today. For now, I just wanted to talk to you about the relationship that happened between crystals, between ourselves and crystals, but between crystals. For instance, these two crystals came to me at different times in different ways, and yet they found their way together, and together they sing of an inner pathway. Their song is about journeying home, that all paths lead to home. I know the saying is all paths lead to Rome, but same thing, right? All paths lead home. So we can't, what that means is we can't get it wrong. Wherever it is we go, we're going in the right direction. It may seem like we're doing circles. It may seem like we're heading in the wrong direction, that we're so far away from our goal and our purpose and ourselves even. But it's impossible, and these crystals are here to show us that. And they do that together. There's something about the joining of their energies that gave that message, that gave that frequency, that harmony. And these guys are fire triads, and they came together to help us explore the transformational, creational energy of fire. All of these have some sort of connection to fire. There's a lightning struck crystal. I think you can see the lightning marks. There's another one, a better one on the other side. I think I'm trying to show it to you. And then obsidian made in volcanoes. And then this fire quartz crystal. The lighting is not so good. It is, let me see if I can move this and show you the sparkle, the fire in this crystal. Really beautiful. So on their own, they each have a message, a gift, a frequency, an energy, a presence that is perfect and beautiful as it is. But sometimes these crystals will come together to bring in something else. Just something that on their own is not there. That when they come together, they just bring that beautiful gift. And this one is very much about alchemy. Fire is a big part of the alchemical journey. It's also a big part of inner transformation. But I don't want to focus just on these or just on these. these are just two examples. The focus really here, what I'm trying to say, is that there's benefit and power to working with crystals in relationship to each other and with ourselves. And it's also important to build relationships with our crystals as well. Just having, getting to know them. Because when we first connect with a crystal, we can have amazing experience and get so much. But if we continue that connection, you'll hear me talk about this every year. I will talk about this because every year we invite in a crystal for the year, and that I'll be talking about that again very soon. But I'll introduce the Song of Stones Crystal of the Year and invite you to join us in journeying with a crystal for the year, because I've been working with the crystals for decades, since I was a kid, really. And there is something magical about that first connection, but it deepens, it gets better, it gets more magical as time goes on, as we get to know each other on different levels. And it's really powerful. And if you have not journeyed with a crystal for an extended period of time, now is a great time, because we're going to do it together. So that's what I wanted to tell you today. I'm going to have a lot more to talk about with regards to the energy of the year. And I invite you to go into the songofstones.com. My battery's dying just as I complete, so hopefully it'll last long enough for me to say goodbye. Pop over to songofstones.com. At the bottom of the main page, you'll see the light log page, and it will be there, or you can just do a search for energy of the year, and it'll come up, and you'll see last year's and the years before. But I really, this year, the energy of this year is so magical. Of course, it's going to be every year, but I really encourage you to check in. Forget about even what I say. Check in with yourself and feel into the energy of the time, because you'll pick up on it. And even if you don't put words to it, stay with it for a while. Engaged with the energy, and you'll get wisdoms, you'll get messages. And if you need help, we get together once a month in our Crystal Live, and if you're on our newsletter, there's a link at the bottom of that homepage as well to join the newsletter. You'll be sure to get the invitations and the links to join us, and other really amazing things, and gifts and messages and lots of good stuff. So see you there, and happy New Year. May this year bring you all the magic and the blessings and the joy that I know that you deserve and that you should have in abundance. I will see you soon, my friends.